the drill. From over the hill never worked. I'm a dangerous man from a dangerous town, led a dangerous life. Had 16 dangerous girlfriends, and I got a very dangerous wife. Wanted by the board of inquiry, hated by the board of health. Look how people are looking at me and scare myself. I'm a dangerous man. Boom, tattoo extraordinary. Well, man, years earlier I was in California, and there was I was at this, one of the few times I got to go to school. I was in this like 7th grade, Arthur E. Wright Middle School. And there was these two guys, Jimmy and Joey Amatuzzo, and I just fresh off of Detroit. I was pretty good with my fucking hands. And they were being haunted by this cat named Moses. So I kind of buddied up with them guys, and then Moses came around and I tuned Moses up. No, I don't see him. And not too much longer later, I'm in Vietnam. I come back, I'm into low riding, pretty heavy. I got a beautiful car, 66 Impala, so nice inside, you know. Diamond button tucked with a gold pearl, red burr, slammed to the ground. So you'd have lounge chairs, you'd sit outside, me and who was the chick I was with, right? And we're out there eating, and she's going, man, the guys over there are staring at us. And I look over, and there's a pickup truck backed over, like one space down, or staring, you know. So finally I walk over, and I go, what up? And they go, Gill Montie. Yeah, why? I go, Jimmy and Joey Amatuzzo, Arthur E. Wright Middle School, blah, blah, blah. Cool, so we got to talking, and their sister's boyfriend was opening the first tattoo shop in the San Fernando Valley. You know, so it wasn't much later, so I got rid of the lowrider, got a motorcycle. There was all motorcycles there and stuff, and sometime I ended up trading it for going for an apprenticeship. You know, Harry Ross worked there. Harry Ross is actually the guy who did that chick on Danny Trejo's chest when they were in San Quentin. He taught me how to draw hair, or how to eliminate hair. You draw it, you shade it, and you erase it, put the highlights in. It was cool.
So how was apprenticing under those guys?
Well, and then Howie the Hand was there. How was it? Oh, fuck, you kidding me? Nah. Cut, you know, he had acetate stencils, so he'd be doing acetate stencils, you know, 24 hours a day, fucking boxing outside, you know, fetching hot dogs, blowjobs, you know, back to cutting acetate stencils, then back out to boxing outside, and then, you know, it was the first shop. Nobody wanted it there, so, you know. Anyway, that's how that all went. Fucking Howie, everybody, you know, it was a pretty cool fucking outfit, man. Jimmy and Joey was there, and Howie, Dog, and Charlie Green was there. He still actually has the shop in Van Nuys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the shop's name now?
World famous Emporium of Tattoos.
Oh, wow.
Van Nuys and Victory. Van Nuys used to be like the biggest cruising street there was. I mean, you know. I know they outlawed, they stopped it, but yeah, what a great time. I got a call that Tom Roseanne, who was like really super large at the time, wanted to get tattooed. They were living in Benedict Canyon. So I went and did their tattoo, split from there, went and did a tattoo, went back. I get a call the next day for Inquirer magazine. You know, and they said I was up there. I said, no, I wasn't. They go, yes, I was. We got pictures of you up there. What'd you put on them? I said, nothing. I just went up there and talked. They said, we took your equipment. They go, what'd you put on them? I said, nothing. I said, what'd you put on them, Gil? I said, yeah, and if I did, you know, I'm not going to tell you. They said, well, we got $3.5 million. It says you will. Sorry, I can't. Next day I get a call and say, Gill Montie, did you really that? Yeah, well, what a dummy, you know. She was, you know, you could have turned it, but we went on to become friends. I was on her show, and, you know, she's a good person, man. I like her a lot.
So that mustn't have been the first celebrity that you got hooked up with then. You probably...
tattooed a lot of them, man.
Who was the first person that really got you in that circle then when you were in tattooing and all that? Or was that just...
They got me in what, the celebrity circle?
Oh,
my
like,
address is 61 West Sunset Boulevard. That's all that lives there, celebrities, you know. There wasn't 10,000 shops around there, you know, so, you know. You never know who's going to stroll in there, and if you can look at the walls, you can see just about who did stroll in. You know, some of them were fun, some of them weren't so fun. You know, some were very pretentious, and some pretty laid back, so, you know.
That's awesome.
I got tired of it. Some people are cut out for that, I'm not.
So what got you in the carnival circuit with the
Fred.
arts?
Sailor Fred got me into it, you know, and very cool. What a great time spending with him, man. I mean, what an honor to be with Sailor Fred. We were Steinhardt. I mean, I knew Howie. I actually got a picture at home. We were at Little Rats in I think we're in Florida. Yeah, Florida. And I got a picture with Sailor Fred, Howie, Little Rat, and myself. You know, I mean, how cool is that? I mean, these guys, like Sailor Fred, he walked down and people don't have a fucking clue who he is, man. You know, Lyle Avenue, across from the 121 Club. What an experience. It was a great experience, you know. I was going up there and tattooing and met a bunch of club people. I mean, just the whole thing. It was great. And Fred, man, and he did it, you know, because I never did carnival, he did the carnival, you know. So he asked me if I'd go out with him. So we went and did the Ryhopper shows. Fucking awesome, man. Freddie knows his way around. I learned all about carnivals, the patch, and setting up, and man, he knows too. And he's highly respected. Jay Spalding, Huck Spalding's son, you know, was there. You know, Fred talked about, you know, learned about the gypsies, and you know, quite a time, man.
I'm sure you saw some shit on the carnival lots.
Well, you see shit wherever you go.
That's true.
You know, it's a tight outfit, man. I just used to love watching when they set it up, and I love to watch them tear it down. You know, for banded, you know, nomads and gypsies who just get together, they're a pretty thick outfit. You know, when one rocks, they all rock. It's pretty cool. You know, a lot of runaways, just, you know, a lot of people with stories. You know, they were carnies. You know, there's magic to it. You know, the patch. The patch is the guy that you pay to get your spot. He's like first guy. So the patch is the magic guy. He's not the owner. He's, you know, he's right under the, you know, the boss owns it, and he's the patch. You know, you take care of him. He's the one that tells you where you're going to be on a circuit. And just like any place else, some places are better than others. You know, and Fred's highly respected. We always got the good spot. You know.
So you did all those Daytona events, all those tattooing down with him and everybody else, right? Like Tramp and Wando.
They came down and brought those guys down. At first it was me and Tattoo Tony.
Oh, it's the Petro, right?
Yeah, Tony Petro. It was me and Tony. And then you know, Fred, you know, they knew each other and stuff. And then, you know, Tramp in and you know, Luis Cabarrus and I mean, all kinds of people started showing up. That was at the house, 5 light poles down from the Boot Hill Saloon. On the corner. What a great spot that was, man. You know. Then I ended up on the house and kitty corner to the Boot Hill Saloon. It was Wando, then myself, and then Chuck. You know, we had a thing called the Bruise Brothers. There was like 5 or 6 of us. It was like the local. We took, you know, we kept the business safe because every retired motorcycle, everybody retires that moves to Florida is going to teach the world, you know, what a real biker's like. You know, so we kept things in line with everybody. I get a call from this guy saying I had a tattoo shop. Hey, Gill, when you move down here, are you going to beat everybody up again? You know? So, I mean, it just wasn't me. I wasn't like that. It was just, there was a whole bunch of us. It was just a whole different time there. Now it's so commercial, all done up, you know. Tattooing, as everywhere else, has changed. We're the last of a dying breed, like the outlaw tattoo guy, you know, these guys, us guys.
Yeah, I hear the stories. I'm like,
it's a whole different circuit, you know, a whole different type of people. Not many like this, yeah.
All right, so you met Burt Grimm in Vegas?
Well, Burt Grimm was coming up for chemotherapy at the Vegas, you know, and he's like, he come by a Vegas shop, so all the times he was up there, I would sit with him and I'd sit outside, he'd smoke a cigarette, he'd put the fucking cigarette to the ground and jump on it, I still got him somewhere up in there, you know. You know, he just shared a lot of stories talking, you know, I'd never give up the money, hide the money, bury the money. That's the problem today. People are making too much money and they talk about it. Shut the fuck up. That's how they got Al. You know, he talked about like Bonnie and Clyde would rob banks and they'd come up there and hide out at the shop in St. Louis. You know, he tattooed like underpanties on Bonnie. You know, he was just a plethora of information. He painted me like a picture of Paula Negro with the actress that he put on Bob Shaw's chest. You know, and I had it. It was like a treasure. I had it in the shop in Hollywood. At that time, I had Bernie Luther. I started with him in Daytona, you know, because he didn't know nothing. We talked about how to make money, how to work. Then he stayed with me in California. You know, he tattooed the guys. He just was doing his killer work. You know, and he was in charge of them, and they tipped him large. And so we go to this convention in LA, and this guy comes and goes, you know, Mr. Ryan, got to talk to you. He goes, well, Bernie Luther is supposed to tattoo me at the shop, but he don't think he should have to pay PC. I said, you know, I don't think he's going to work. So I don't see him. About 2 weeks later, he comes in. He goes, can we talk? He goes, I just want to talk about the PC thing. He goes, you know, if Jack Rudy was to come here, he wouldn't have to pay PC. I go, look, man, you ain't no fucking Jack Rudy, first off. And here's my rule, man. You come through town, you stay in 3-4 days, you're trying to get down the road, keep the goddamn money. If you're working and pulling a shift, you're fucking paying PC. Well, I tattooed all your guys. Yeah, but they tipped you more than you would charge them, Bernie. You made well here. Introduced you to Lemmy, I mean, blah, 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 blah. And he started whining. And I was so furious, I was ready to drop him on the spot. I grabbed this Burt Grimm picture off the wall, and I shoved it in his chest. I go, motherfucker, you're paid in full. Now, hear this. If I ever find out you're in this country, I don't care where you're at, I will fly there if I got to sell everything I got, and I'll come there and beat your fucking brains out, Bernie. You understand that? Get it? Now split and get out of the country. And I seen him like in Portsmouth, England at that show. And he goes, can we have a beer? Yeah, we have a beer. He goes, is that thing still on? You know, well, I can't come to the U.S. I said, you got my Burt Grimm picture? Well, then yeah, Bernie, it's still fucking on. You're not welcome in the U.S. And I'm not gonna be honest. If I found out that he was here and I was dead broke, I'd fucking rob something to get the money to fly there to do him in. Truth. Or give me back my fucking Burt Grimm picture, and then maybe we'll talk. And yeah, but what can I say about fucking Zeke, man? Yeah, he's just like to me the greatest tattooer's ever walked. He's in an Alzheimer's home down here now. And then it broke out several years ago. I didn't understand it, and I signed, and I got him out of this thing to take care of him and bring him to California. I didn't realize the responsibility of it, you know. But he's fucking 88 years old, 78 years old, you know. And he's there, and Dougie's taking good care of him. And, you know, to me, that's the guy. Guys, you know. He made me cry one time because I was tattooing a Marine. He was standing behind me, and he goes, "What in the fuck is that? USMC, get out of that chair. Give that kid back his money and I'll fix it. You ain't doing no more lettering around here till you learn how and get it right." The most perfect tattoo you ever seen. You know, everything's just set up in movement, stuff, blah, 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 blah. You go see, like I'm copying him now. But blue, peeling stuff, stick, blue. He grabbed that machine, when he'd start outlining, it would have like a tear, you know, like a trail behind the black ink. And you'd watch that black ink suck up. And he'd keep lining. And you'd watch it. Ink would go up there. And when it got to the tattoo machine, he'd stop it and he'd re-dip. Man, he shaded my elbow. Fuck. He shaded that elbow in 11 minutes. You know? Man. I mean, I got a lot of Zeke stuff, man. You know, he's one of my heroes. One of my big, big heroes. What's up? The cool thing about tattooing now is, I mean, like people have sponsors. You know, it's like promotional. Like I'm sponsored by Tense, Bishop, and Eternal. You know, they take great care of me. I like that. Makes it easy. You know, it's a whole different ballgame than fucking having to order supplies, find out where you can get stuff, making it. Nice. What else you want to know?
Oh, about Jack Armstrong.
Jack Armstrong, great man. You know, but how fun. Old tattoo pirate. You know. I've heard stories about him. He was right across from Sailor Bill, you know. And they'd fucking shoot each other across the street. You know, try to drive with each other's shop and pick up their clients. And, you know, there towards the end, you know, it's just like, and I'm starting to see it myself, you know, like you kind of fall from grace, you know, you kind of get forgotten up a little bit. You don't have the money you had, you know. Man, he was selling off body parts, you know, at conventions because he didn't have no dough. Cornfed Singer took him in, took care of him till his demise, you know. Do not resuscitate tattooed on his chest, you know, but took care of him. He built these little machines and sell them, and, you know, old tattooer, man. You know, one of my heroes, another one. nice stories about Don Lynch is he always had good crank. Yeah. Yeah, always. You know, I mean, he's a guy I didn't know very well. I knew him for a bit. You know, we spent time. We liked each other, as far as I know. I have one of his paintings hanging up in my house. You know, but he always had good crank. What? Fun. Big deal.
I guess that's it. I don't know if you want to say anything. One more thing to.
Wear a condom.
What's that?
Wear condoms.
There it is.
Tell your old lady, learn how to swallow.
Why do we call it Tattoo Mania?
Why do we call it Tattoo Mania? Because I fucking tell them to. That's all.
Alrighty. Hell yeah, thank you.
All right.